Hello, hello. We're here. Got some banging tunes. Link, of course, in the description below. I still don't understand why I can't get audio from this, though. Let's see. I want to try to figure it out, but no matter what I set it to, there's no audio. I really don't like messing with the settings on here. They are not fun to deal with. They really aren't. Anyway, let's play some more Minecraft. Honestly, today's more of a more chilled, relaxed vibe. You know, because I ain't got nothing to do. Actually, you know what? I might see. Let's check the marketplace real fast. Let me turn that off too. Gotta make sure the internet's not gonna garbage out on me, you know. Alright, so let's get to building the house. I don't think I have the cobblestone I'm looking for. Like, I don't think I have enough, right? So I might need to get more. We'll just have to find out, really. Oh, yeah, I needed to dig. A shovel is what I need. Oh, yeah, because I needed more wood. That's what I needed. Honestly, couldn't remember. I need to go this way. Get the birch trees and stuff. Take less time. We'll go ahead and de-equip this for now. No reason to keep it on, you know, if there's no danger. But how are we doing? Are we all doing good? Because that's good if we are. Like I said, not that my other streams aren't chill, but I don't know. I just want a more relaxed sort of vibe. Because I feel like this is the kind of vibe I want to hit better. You know? I guess it just depends on the game, really. But Minecraft do be the vibe. Minecraft's never not the vibe is the actual fun part. It's never not the vibe. I don't know, adding some record scratches in there, I think we kind of vibe. Give it that sort of 90s style. Alright, so we need to make a couple pickaxes. Or not pickaxes. Need a couple shovels, because we're going to be doing a lot of digging. Lot of digging. And that's the goal anyway, is doing a lot of digging. Actually, I should probably like make a tweet or something about the stream, huh? Get that increased viewability or whatever. Let me do that real quick, actually, before I forget. Save. Let me drop a link. Got to set up these little things or whatever. Yeah, well, that's posting. Posting a couple different spots too. I got too many fucking social medias, man. I got so much shit to post. I gotta like post the same thing on like 30 different things. Man, I am like not doing what I need to do. I keep doing the wrong thing on accident. Screw it. Yeah, that'll work. Might as well post it on here too. Why not? Excuse me, phone? What's happening? My phone is bugging. We bugging. Okay, I think we're good. It only took me the first 12 minutes to basically, like, make, like, 8 tweets, basically. Didn't take me long, just a little bit of time. Oh, hit the microphone. That's on my bad. Anyway, let's get back to building since I've wasted so much time already. Ooh, there's a skelly. Almost sounds like virtual insanity. I'd actually be mad if they just casually snuck in like a Jamiroquai song. Virtual insanity starts playing. Next thing you know, like the stream finishes and I'm like, huh, that copyright claim seems weird. It's a bit out of place. And it's just not. I'd be a little mad about that, I'm not even gonna lie. I'd be a tiny bit mad about that. Just a little bit. This is coming together, I think. Oh, I'm gonna need a lot more shovels, huh? It does not seem like 3 shovels is gonna cut it. I will not lie, I was hoping it would. It does not seem like it is going that way at all. Might have to go make another, like, 2 or 3 shovels. At least 2. I don't know if we'd need another 3rd. I don't know if we'd need, like, a 6th one. But a 4th and 5th would be super nice right now. And then we gotta go for deep slate.
Think about it right now. Everything's okay. No matter where you find yourself, no matter what kind of stuff is going on in your life, underneath it all, everything's actually all right.
Was this a Starset song? Why is there just a guy yapping? I don't, like, how the hell is that lo-fi? It's just a guy talking. Be like, yeah, man, Starset must be a lo-fi band then. There reminds me of that Game Grumps lo-fi from forever ago when they were doing that sort of thing. I feel like they were doing it more or less as a cash grab, though. Just, you know, trying to milk some money out of the lo-fi genre, but... I used to listen to it a lot back when they had first done that sort of thing. But looking back on it now, it feels like it was just a cash grab. Like, it was just to get the money from, like, the views and all that. Because they've never done anything close to that ever before, and I feel like it's just strange. I think they've only done it, like, 3 times, 2 or 3 times. Haven't done it since. That was, like, when they promoted the song, I think it was Magnum Bullets by Night Runner or something, or it was a different song I might be thinking of. But they uploaded somebody else's, like, music video to their channel to, like, promote it, which, I mean, yeah, but, you know, like, they're still making money off of that, guaranteed, because it's basically like buying ad space from somebody. That's whatever. I like Game Grumps, but like, I don't know. I like Game Grumps, but I don't really like a lot of what they do, if that makes any sense. Like, it's like, I like the people. Well, certain ones anyway. I like the people, and I like the dynamic and between, like, Aaron and Dan, and I like some of the stuff they do, but I don't know. I kind of wish they were still in the ways of old or whatever, you know? Like I wish they were still doing stuff like... I know they just started playing Sonic Adventure 2. I almost said Sonic Adventure 3. They started doing Sonic Adventure 2 again because they never finished that game. But, like, you know, I don't know. It doesn't... When they do old games like that, it doesn't feel... Like, it feels... Now, I don't know, Game Grumps feels too businessy anymore. So it feels more like anytime they do something like they used to do, it feels more for the sake of, like, trying to retain old fans. Whether that's what they're actually doing or not, I don't know. I don't care for that sort of vibe. You know, I feel like if the old audience wants to stay, they do. If they don't, they don't, you know. You should just let go and move on. It's the same with you guys, with me, honestly. It's like, if you guys wanted to move on from this channel, like, let's say you were subbed to me since, like, the very beginning, right? And now it's like, you want to move on and sub to someone else because you just don't like my content anymore, or you don't, like, my content doesn't hit as well as it used to or something, right? It's the fact of, like, I'm not going to sit there and try to retain you guys. I should, you know, because it's, like, YouTube obligation or whatever, you know, making sure you maintain your audience, but it's like, you know, in the end, your audience are just, you know, they're people too. And you shouldn't hold them back from, like, finding other creators and other forms of content based on what they like. You shouldn't hold them back just because you're trying to, like, grasp at straws, you know. I know I'm kind of talking out of my ass. Like, in the end, you know, Game Grumps is a very successful channel, very successful business, I should say. You know. You know what? Actually, I got one more complaint about Game Grumps before I move on from this topic. It's the fact that, like, I hate that they make... okay, like, I'm fine with YouTubers making merch, right? And I'm perfectly fine with, like, YouTubers making merch off of, like, something that was said or something that happened in a video, right? But, like, I feel like Game Grumps overdoes it. Like, I feel like when it comes to Game Grumps, 90%, like, it feels like 90% of stuff they say, or maybe, like, a one-off joke for, like, a series or something, becomes, like, a t-shirt and, like, 5 other things. Like, with their supermarket sim videos. They've been doing it for, like, 30 episodes. So they've been doing it for a minute. But it's the fact of, like... the fact that they named the store Buy and Leave, and it wasn't even their idea. It was, like, one of the... like, a commenter's idea. You know? And yet, they've turned around and made it, like, merch. And... They made it merch as, like, tote bags and t-shirts and... stuff like that, and it's like all sorts of random garbage just based off one name of a supermarket in a video game. Like, I don't know, that feels very unnecessary. And then you got the shirt where it's literally just it's just a plain black shirt or whatever with just a list of every single name they've ever given like Link in the Legend of Zelda games, because you know you can name him. And it's like, to me it is the worst design imaginable. It's literally just a plain shirt with just a bunch of like Dark Souls ass names written on it, and that's it. And it's like, okay, like I wouldn't wear that shit in public, but I guess it's fine. It doesn't really, to me, seem like a stylish thing I would wear in public. That feels like more like something I would wear to a convention. Which, who knows, most people that, you know, do it wear it for convention reasons, but I don't know. It's just, I feel like, I like when it comes to merch, I feel like you should treat your merch almost like a cross between, like, to me, I feel like if my merch looks like it belongs on the shelf at Walmart, like if I were to make merch, it'd be like, does it look like, if I were to like drop this in a Walmart somewhere, would this fit in? Like, does this feel like it fits that same sort of like idea, right? Like, you know, I wouldn't just be like, how about I just write down every, like, that'd be like me making a t-shirt that just has my intro written on it, right? Like me making a t-shirt that just says Sup YouTube Constant Gamer on it. Like that's ass. That's an ass design. But I don't know. I just feel like their merch is like completely overdone. I mean, they're making money off of it and I'm not. So like, I mean, in the end they get the last laugh, I guess, but I don't know. I feel like compared to what they could put out, like both like as merch designs and like ideas and stuff, I feel like what compared to what they could do, what they currently do just doesn't feel good. It feels cheap, you know. I don't even remember what got me on this tangent about bitching about Game Grumps. Man, I must really actually not like them anymore. I swear I still like Game Grumps, but well, honestly, I guess if we're being completely 100% honest, I kind of prefer them like they were back then. Like plain old school games and stuff. When I see them play a game like Poppy Playtime or something, like, I don't know. I feel like them doing those kinds of games just doesn't feel right. Like, it just feels like jumping on a trend to jump on a trend, you know, to make some money. Like, I don't know, a lot of the stuff Game Grumps does anymore, to me, just feels like cash grab shit. Like, I don't know why, but it's just a lot of what they do, to me, just feels like a cash grab in one way or another. Whether it is or not, like, I have no idea, you know, I don't work for them. It's all, like, speculation, pretty much, but it's the fact of, like, I don't know. You just, it feels scummy somehow. It's like I have a spider sense for, like, scum, I get, or a spider sense for, like, you know, I guess, like, money hungriness or something. Greed, that's the word I meant. It feels very greedy. But, you know, to be honest, though, like, the thing is, I'd still like to meet the Game Grumps, you know, I grew up watching their shit. I mean, if I talk shit on them, but it's the fact of, like, you know, like I currently am right now, but it's the fact of, like, it'd be the same thing as if, like, they looked up to me and then met me. You know, it's the fact of they'd still probably talk shit about me at some point for, like, one reason or another, you know, because that's kind of really just the vibe with the internet, you know, you talk shit. It's kind of it. It's like you know, it's like they may not be the type of people to do that thing, but it's like, it's the fact that, like, you know, it's like I would still like to meet them because, you know, who wouldn't? Not even for the sake of, like, clout or anything. I would just actually genuinely like to meet these people because, like, my entire opinions are based off what I am perceiving off what I'm like seeing and hearing and stuff that they do and stuff I've heard people say and, you know, things like that. So it's the fact of like I would like to meet them in person, not necessarily to do like an interview or any sort of shit like that. I would not be able to set that up whatsoever. But like I would love to interact with them to kind of see, based off that interaction, to kind of, I mean, this would be a terrible thing to do, just base it off one interaction, you know. But I mean, first impressions are, you know, they mean a lot. And that's why people always say, you know, when you do your first impressions at like a job, you know, you want to give forth towards that job the best you that you could give them, right? But I feel that kind of with Game Grumps, where it's like I want to know, is the version, like, is them that I'm seeing on camera, right? Is that indicative to who they are as people? Like the things I've seen and the things I've heard and all that. It's like, whether they're true or not, it's the fact of like, do these relate? Like, does this relate to this? You know, like, I'm trying to put it in a, I'm like struggling to like word how I'm saying this, right? But it's the fact of like, I'm wanting to see, like, if I were to meet them in real life, would I have the same perception about them as I do now? That's essentially where I'm going with it. Or would it be that, like, you know, I realize, oh wow, everything I heard, you know, and everything I thought of was complete bullshit. I mean, easily they could be putting up a front because, you know, people are scummy like that. So, I mean, in the end, I guess you really don't know unless you were them. Like, I'm not out here to be a false prophet for any reason, so I don't care, but I don't know. Maybe it's just I feel that they're greedy and money hungry. Maybe I just feel that way because of, like, just due to the fact of the internet being the way it is anymore compared to how it was back then. It's like now every channel, you know, you get so big and it stops. To me, once you hit like 1 million subscribers, right, your channel stops becoming like your hobby and it starts becoming like a business, and I don't like that. Like, I like turning your YouTube channel into a business because it's like, okay, well, now with this as my quote-unquote business, you know, I can like use what I've gained here in like connections I've made. I can use that to like further my career to do other stuff I've always wanted to do. Like, okay, like I'm gonna use my career and influence to go star in a movie, you know, and it's, or something like that, or go make music. And like, so I get why they do it, you know, it makes sense. You know, you want to further your brand so you can continue making money so that you can continue to live and survive. But I don't know, so it just feels wrong anymore. Everything's too business on YouTube, which maybe that's just the way YouTube designed itself currently, but I don't know. It just, I don't know. Things don't feel the same, but like, not in like a nostalgic way, just in like a overall way, you know? Things are too manufactured, too plastic. And wow, I spent a solid 30 minutes yapping about Game Grumps. That's crazy. They should pay me for that. Giving them free advertisements, even though my advertisement consists of me saying they're horrible people, basically. But which I don't know. I feel like, honestly, out of all of them, I feel like Aaron would be the only one that's actually like kind of a decently horrible person, I guess. I don't know. I feel like if anyone would give me that vibe, it'd be him. I don't feel that way about Dan, though, but who knows? Maybe it's complete opposite. Like if I were to meet him in person or something. Which, in the end, you know, these are just my observations and opinions and perceptions I've gained as of now. So like I said, like easily they could do something tomorrow or the day after or maybe like a month from now that would like completely 180 my perspective on them and be like, wow, everything I said about them I take back. Which I currently take back what I said about them, not in entirety, but it's like I feel like in this conversation I've been a bit more hard on them than I probably could be or than I probably should be. Because in the end, you know, they're just people trying to make a living and make money doing what they love, you know, and like working on their craft and everything. Like in the end, they're doing what I wish I could. So I mean, who's really the one, you know, laughing? You know, it's clearly not me, but now that I'm done yapping about Game Grumps for 32 minutes straight, God, I'm gonna actually start working on Minecraft stuff. But I don't know. I feel like little tangents like that are the only way I'm gonna continue to like carry on conversation. I don't know. I feel like as a YouTuber, because like from when I first started to now, it was more or less just trying to like constantly. Hold on. It was like constantly trying to like say stuff, constantly be doing this, constantly be doing that, you know, just like making sure that like people always knew that I was there. Because I heard a YouTuber, I can't remember who it was, I think it might have been Blarg maybe that was talking about this. I could be wrong, but he was saying something along the lines of like as a creator, I think it was towards one of the very first episodes of the Goons podcast, whenever they first started that, he was saying something along the lines of, like, you know, if you're streaming on YouTube and you expect to get big, you know, it's the thing of like, or if you're like trying to grow your audience, it's like if you're just sitting there playing a game, being dead silent, you know, not adding anything to the game and not being entertaining in some way, shape, or form, it's like, then why even do content creation? Because at that point, you know, you might as well just be like, because at that point, you might as well just like, so like when I first started doing YouTube, this was before, of course, way before I heard, or I knew about like Blarg and Do and all of them. But it's the fact of like, when I first started YouTube, it felt more like I was trying to do that, right? Like I was trying to just, I gotta keep talking, I gotta keep saying stuff, because I felt like, whether it was a stream or a video, it felt like if I stopped talking for like 1 second, right? Even like, almost like every time I would stop just to take a breath, right? Like it felt like if I were to pause what I was saying at any point in time, then like, oh, everybody's gone, nobody's watching the video anymore, nobody's watching the stream, like that sort of thing. And which is a horrible way to run your channel, to be honest. It's awful, right? Like, it's fine if you're paranoid about that stuff, everybody is, especially when you first start out, but it's the fact of like, it is that cut and dry, but it also isn't to that extent, you know. It's the fact of like, you could be dead silent for a minute because, oh, maybe you're focused on something. And it's the fact of like, you're dependent on what it is. And if the audience has played the game that you're playing, you know, then it's like, okay, well, they understand. Like, they understand the fact that, like, you know, that you're focused on this thing that you're trying to accomplish. And they know that it's, oh, I don't have my shield out. But they don't know, or they know that it's, like, something you really need to, like, pay attention to and everything. And that it's not that you're not wanting to say anything, but it's that, you know, like, you get where I'm going with it, right? It's the fact of like, your audience will understand that. Like, it's not I mean, maybe like I could see how some people would like maybe see your stream going on like YouTube Shorts or something, because streams will show up there sometimes. It's like, I could totally see also how like maybe your viewers see that you're streaming, or somebody wants to tune into your stream and they see that you're streaming or whatever, or they see your video and they're like, oh, well, why is he just like not saying anything for like a long period of time? Like, okay, well then this guy has no comment. Especially if they're interested in commentary channels, right? And if they just so happen to see it when there's no commentary going on. Like, I can completely understand it from that perspective. Because then... But that perspective is entirely based off... There's a damn slime in my stairs. But that perspective is completely based off the idea of them not... Like... them have never heard they never heard your channel before, you know, that this is the first time they've ever seen you, kind of thing. Like, that perspective is based entirely off that, you know, as an idea. So I wouldn't say it's the most sound, but I could see it, you know, it makes sense that that would be a thing that could happen, you know. It's like, I don't try to talk at all times, but like I was saying, when I first started out, I felt like if I didn't say stuff like every 3 seconds pretty much, that like, whether it was a video or a stream, I was just going to lose my entire audience. I was like, okay, well, I'm not going to be able to grow. I'm not going to be able to, you know, and just going on and on, just beating myself down about it. When in the end, like, you know, I understand it a lot more than I did back then. So now it's like, I'm perfectly fine with yapping and talking, because, you know, that's how you carry a conversation. That's how you talk. You talk to people by, like, using words and everything, you know, saying stuff. So, like, for the most part in content creation, like, unless I'm trying to be funny, you know, for the most part, I'm just happy to sit in dead silence and just strike up a conversation with anybody in the chat, you know. I'm fine with that. Like, I don't care about talking 900% of the time, just as long as, like, at the end of the day, no matter what I'm doing, no matter if I've said anything or if I've been saying stuff the entire time, as long as when somebody, like, subscribes or just even stops by to, like, maybe comment in, like, the chat or in the comment section, you know, drop a like or whatever. Like, as long as, like, I could get somebody to do that, you know, or maybe as long as somebody showed some kind of appreciation towards me as a content creator, like, as long as those things happened, you know, at least one of those things happened, like, I've done my job, you know. That's the most I want to do. If I can't build a community or an audience, I'm fine with that. I would really like to, for, like, a lot of, like, personal reasons. But if I can't do that, I'm fine with that. Like, I'm willing to just sit and talk with anybody. I'm willing to just sit and chill, you know, for hours on end. So that's the kind of vibe, you know. I don't want to be the best creator, I just want to be a good one. I want to be the kind that people can look up to, you know? Like, maybe 5-10 years from now, somebody might grow their channel because they watched me growing up, you know? Which, I mean, that's a surreal idea. That's a very real possible thing that could happen. But at the same time, I have a pretty strong feeling it won't, you know. Just because, you know, I'm not that lucky for that sort of stuff. And I mean, 90% of YouTube falls under luck. Which it really doesn't, because you can game the numbers. Like, if you know how the numbers work, you can game the numbers. Let's be real. So, like, even with that being the case, though, it's the fact of, like, just starting out and doing content Man, I am yawning like a motherfucker. Anyway, diamonds. But it's about, like, all I want to do, right, in the end. Even if YouTube only lasts for, like, a couple more years or something. Even if I were to just, like, say, well, guys, today was my last ever stream on the channel. Like, even if I were to do that, right, I would really appreciate, like, to just make at least enough money to be able to support my family. You know, that's the most I ask. It's not a big ask. It really isn't. It's just that is the least I ask. And I would really like to be able to get to that point. Like I said, not even to be like a big, powerful YouTuber with like 40 million subscribers. Like, really? If my goal is to hit 1,000 for monetization reasons, because that's the earliest you can apply for monetization. But I'd say like my end goal of the point where I would say that I've quote unquote made it would be if I could at least hit 100K, which is a pretty big ask, you know. That's 100 times the amount that our current sub goal is set to. You know, it's I don't know. I don't know. I beat myself up on this kind of stuff every night. Mainly because like I've done like nothing. You know, I've done nothing in my life personally that makes me feel like I've done anything at all worthwhile. You know, I'm not really successful. I'm not. There's plenty of things I needed to do that I never did. Stuff that I want to do that I never will because of just like the way life is, you know. And that sucks, you know. That's Herbo AIDS. But you know, sometimes things happen. And we just gotta live with that sometimes. This has been a sort of very depressing stream. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm kind of mad that I made this so depressing so far, but it's just like, I don't know. I feel like streaming, compared to like videos, I feel like streaming, I'm more prone to like, I guess, doing some like letting my heart flow out type bullshit, you know? Like, I feel like I'm more prone to doing that in streaming than anything else. And I swear, guys, I know I want more fucking time. That makes what, number 4 within the past hour? I will say I am reasonably tired. I'm not like so tired to where I'm like, oh man, I'm gonna pass out. I'm not that tired, let's be honest. But, you know, I would appreciate being able to do things. Yeah, see, like that's the most that I try to strive for as a creator, you know. It's like, if I can't be a big successful one, which I mean that would be nice to be the case, but it's like I don't care if I am or not. It's like the most I want to do is at least be like a real person, you know, especially not only with like, you got goobers like Quebblecop and his whole AI garbage to like, besides that, you've got like people who are, you know, just like constantly just generating dog shit just for the sake of like having content, right? It's like, I want to be like one of the most I want to achieve is be like one of the real people, you know? But also, Suits, thanks for, you know, popping in and everything. And I wanted to, oh, what was I gonna say? Like, how you doing? Like, have you been having a good night so far?
Have more power than you might be giving yourself credit for. Maybe you have something that's going on in your life.
I've honestly not seen a whole lot of Lapis, to be honest.
It's just a reminder to take a little bit better care of yourself. You're worth it. You can have
I just realized with this, like, with the lo-fi music playing in the background, this stream probably sounds like some kind of hopecore shit. That's funny. Well, that's good to hear, and I'm doing pretty good so far. I keep yawning, but past that, I'm doing fine. Okay, how much deep slate do I have? Honestly, not as much as I thought. Oh, man, okay. I'll finish this stack out, and then I'll go up and start building on the base a little bit. But yeah, that's like, in the end, just as long as I can be as real of a person as I ever was, you know. That's my goal. And like, even if I were to get like, I'm just gonna throw a bullshit number out. Even if I were to get like 50 million subs or something, like even if that happened like overnight, you know, for whatever reason, it's the fact of like, because I know there's a lot of people that'll say like, oh man, I'll never let the fame go to my head, and then they do exactly that. So it's like, I would like to, even with that being the case, I know for a fact that I wouldn't let that happen. Just because it's like, not only as a content creator, but just as a person, it's like, you know, you got to remember where you came from. The people who brought you there, you know, who put you in the position that you are now. Like, they're more to thank than the actual, like, they're more of the reason to thank than, you know, than anything else. It's like, oh, like a lot of like bigger channels, I feel like kind of let the fame go to their head. I kind of feel like Mr. Beast is that way, but because I don't know. Maybe it's just the fact that he's just always constantly trying to outdo himself, but like, he set the bar so high that like, you can't really compete with that at all. So it kind of puts him at top of the leaderboard, and you know, like, you could get a really big head about that sort of shit. So like, I don't know. I feel that way about Mr. Beast, but I don't know. I kind of wish, right? Like, this is more or less just like a thought, where it's like, so with like, you'd say like the big YouTubers, right? Like the current big YouTubers. It's like, who would be like the second generation? Like, when are we gonna have like a cycle out where like I wonder when the day is gonna be when like all the big YouTubers finally like move on from YouTube, and then the next generation of like big YouTubers moves in, you know? Because you could argue that that's currently happening, but like, I hope that's not the case, because some of the newer YouTubers are just not good people at all. But yeah, exactly. Like if not fame going to your head, you know, it's the fact of like overworking yourself, especially with like something like YouTube, where it's like, I feel like something like this, right? Like this sort of idea should never be like a job, right? Which, I think I have to make bricks and then make tiles from that, I'm pretty sure. But it's like, I feel like when you get to the point where YouTube is a job is where I don't like it. And it's the fact of, you shouldn't, especially because a lot of YouTubers, like, hell, even the bigger ones, you know, they started out doing YouTube just because, or any sort of content creation, because, hey, it was something I liked doing, so I'm going to do it. And they got popular doing it. So it's the fact of, like, when you get big enough, though, your channel, you have to stop treating your channel like, you know, a channel, and it becomes a business. And with that being the case, you're, like, running through, like, meetings, and you're doing this, and you're doing that, and it's like, I would hate for, like, because I want this channel to get big, because any creator would want their channel to get big. That, you know, that's like a human nature thing, right? But it's the thing of, I would hate for it to hit the point where I'd have to turn around and say, this company, you know, like, when it hits the point of it stops being a channel and it starts being a company, is the only thing I don't look forward to. And that's, of course, if the channel ever blows up, which I have a strong feeling it never will, but that's just out of own self-deprecation rather than anything else. But it's the fact of, like, I dread the possibility of that day. Because you should never make your hobby your job, no matter how much money it makes you. Unless you're just happy doing it as both a hobby and a job, then, I mean, go for it. But if you're somebody that can be easily overworked, it's an awful position to put yourself in. Which I've tried treating YouTube like a job in the past, just for the sake of, like, oh, maybe if I treat it like a job, you know, it'll, like, motivate me more to do stuff. It didn't. It honestly made me want to do YouTube less. And I was like, wow, this was the worst experience I've ever had in my life. I'm going to never do that again. And then I never did. I need a lot more tiles than I thought. Some of these got to get replaced with, like, stone bricks and stuff, though, so I gotta do a lot of cobblestone smelting. I honestly wish the blast furnace could smelt cobblestone. Oh man, it'd make things so much easier. I'm gonna go ahead and block around this so I don't actually walk into it while I'm trying to do this. I was gonna say something else, but I completely blanked. But I think it had to do with whatever I was saying. But yeah, it's like, I don't know. YouTube is a hobby, and it should stay a hobby, no matter how much money you make with it. I guess that's the end goal of where I was going with it. I don't know how I was gonna get there, but I was working my way. I was gonna get there at some point. Okay, I need another pickaxe for mine breaks. I also need to maybe get more iron, maybe. Just in case. Kind of debating on getting more iron, but just kind of almost like a precaution, you know, just making sure. I swear I had another source of food. Besides the golden apple and the golden carrots. Unless I ate it while I was out there, like, doing stuff. I think I ate it when I was out here. Time to get more tiles. Oh yeah, I do need this open at least, so I can get through here. There we go. Oh, guess we'll sleep the night away. I did just the perfect amount of work. Had to hit that Minecraft 8-hour shift. Let's go. But, and honestly, when I put the lo-fi as the background music, I honestly didn't think it was gonna vibe this hard playing lo-fi music in Minecraft, but man, I am feeling like as far away from locked in as possible. Like, locked in enough to know what I'm doing, but not so locked in to where it's like, you know, like I'm just like stressing. This is nice. I like this. The current goal of what little there is of one, the current goal is we're trying to get, I at least want to get the floor of the base done, that bottom layer, and I want to maybe build the walls up at least 3 or 4 blocks. That's kind of the main goal right now, because it's a decent sized build, so it's kind of just, you know, a lot of blocks, but I would say that's the goal. But well, no, because that's sort of redundant putting that other one there, but I'd also like to get a couple more diamonds and possibly make another portal. Which, I mean, if I just get a bucket and gets like a bucket of lava make a cauldron and set up, like, you know, I can set up the like lava generator, go from there. Which I'm kind of thinking about doing, because before I had to restart like 4 or 5 times with the worlds because I kept dying, that strategy did work for a while, and it was a decent strategy, especially for building another portal. Yeah. See, what's funny too is, like, I try to keep my voice around this sort of like range when I'm talking, like for content reasons or otherwise, or like, you know, I do the generic YouTuber, like try to keep it sort of more upbeat and up here, but it's just, especially like with like more deeper subjects and stuff like that, or if I'm just yapping about something for too long, I end up just slowly lowering my voice more to like a rasp, you know, and it's more of like this by the end of it. And it's like, I try to stay out of that because, like, just in case it sounds like hot garbage, you know, but like, I don't know, maybe it's just because I've done YouTube for so long that I've kind of just said screw it, and it's just like, well, if people like it, they do. If they don't, they don't. You know, like falling right in that gap where I care just enough to provide as good of content as I can possibly provide, but I also don't care enough to like go super over the top or crazy with anything, unless I'm doing it on purpose, but, like for a meme or something. Oh, actually, there's something I need to fix real quick. Well, that's not it. I might not need to fix it, but I'm gonna double check just in case I have to. Okay, never mind. I was seeing if the music was set to loop, because it's like an hour long. It's like an hour-long mix, but I just wanted to make sure it was set to loop or not, because I couldn't remember. See, now I'm thinking about like streaming and other stuff like that. Like when it comes to like bigger creators, and I guess for me, a bigger creator I feel like would range anywhere from like 10K subs and above. I wonder, especially if they're like Twitch streamers, or if they're just like, or maybe they specifically stream on YouTube but they don't actually make like YouTube videos, like that sort of thing. Like I wonder if they've ever had a point like in the stream, like whether they've said it out loud or if it's like just a thought they had in their head. I wonder how many streamers have like at least had the thought of like going of if they wish that they were back to the point like that I guess I'm currently at, you know, where it's like, I don't know, because I can see how that can, especially like the more people you have in your chat, there's more moderation, there's more this, more that, more to pay attention to, and it can get very overwhelming. So I'm wondering if there's any like big streamers that have had the thought of like, man, I wish I could go back to like 10 viewers or something like that, you know, and just sit and vibe with like that handful of people. I kind of wonder that. It'd just be interesting, like not even for the sake of like oh man, like wow, or you know, like not even for any sort of like weird or malicious reason or anything like that, just for to like expose them for some reason or something stupid, just for the sake of kind of just wanting to know, because I feel like at least one streamer's bound to have felt that. Like if like Grizzy or Pezzy or one of them has done it. I could see Pezzy, maybe Grizzy feeling that way. I don't know about Puffer or Droid though. Maybe Droid, I don't know. Ooh, cave. Oh, death. Okay. Let me just pretend that didn't happen. Let me just... I guess no, I know not to dig that way anymore. Oh, I should have kept track of something. Now I think about it. It's 4:31. I meant to keep track of how long I made the other one, because I wanted to kind of keep them about the same length. I guess I'll block this up a little bit now, because I'm not going to go any further that direction. Because the big hole, well, I might go down it at some point and do it again. 429, so I'm like, you know what? We'll do this. I'll make it like 430 even. There we go. I was kind of thinking about putting like, because see, the way I've got this set up is since it's too wide, if there were diamonds on either one of these walls, I'd be able to see it from the other wall, you know, because the way like diamonds spawn. So I don't want to put, I don't have to put doorways through these. Because if I did, it'd probably make things more complicated because I'd probably get lost because I'm stupid. So like it's a very real thing that could happen. Get a drink real quick. But at the same time, I kind of want to make sure that like I know I'm going to find, I guess, set myself up for the best possible rewards. And then, oh, my pickaxe broke. Oh, damn, that was my second one, too. All right, well, I guess I got to go make another one. I'm going to put stairs through here. I meant to do that anyways, but I kind of forgot. Man, placing stairs in this would take forever. I'm going to do it for the sake of like not having to do exactly what I'm doing right now, but oh man, that's not going to be fun. That's going to take a while. At least, I guess the good news would be that at least if I do it once, I don't have to do it again. And the fact that I put it kind of in my base, I don't really care for. Maybe I'll set up some kind of like hidden doorway that leads to here or something. I don't know. Like give it some sort of like falseness to it. Maybe I'll put like signposts all around this, like around the edge of this top block, and put like carpet on it. So it sticks out, but like if you were going down the middle here, if you didn't look, or if you weren't looking too hard, you wouldn't notice it. Or something. Like, I don't know. Doing something to kind of hide it. So I don't have to cover it up, so I can still use it as a mine. I think that would be alright. Okay, so I need... I'm going to set the projector up on this, because I don't have it set to projector mode or whatever. Projector, because I need to see, because this screen is a bit small on my end. Okay. Because the way I have this set up... Oh, what am I doing? And then set that to be bricks, tiles, and then stairs. Why do I have a small feeling this isn't enough stairs? Even though it's 3 stacks, or almost 3.5 stacks, I feel like that's still not enough stairs. I guess I'll make 2 more pickaxes. Almost miscounted sticks. Oh, I forgot I had 2 more diamonds on me. Store that, store that, store that. Do I need new pants? I don't. Oh, cool. It's nighttime. Every time I finish digging like one straight down there, by the time I get back up, it's nighttime. It's like I've somehow set it up to where I have the perfect amount of time from daylight to go all the way down there, mine an entire stretch out, come all the way back up, and then go to sleep. It's like I have the perfect setup. bad. Let me place. Actually, I might. No, I've already started from the top. If I try to start from the bottom, I might cause a problem if I run out. Because I'll be like a block short or something, and then it'll just suck. Oh, this is a lot easier. Why wasn't I doing it this way? Okay, so there's stairs. This is gonna take a hot minute. I don't even remember how far down I went. I think I went -10. See here. Okay. I might actually have enough. I didn't think I made enough stairs, but I think I might have. What if I made the exact perfect amount? Wouldn't that be crazy? Like maybe I I subconsciously did the math or something. I mean, some of these little entryways to other cave sections I'm gonna have to fix, but at least I know I'm not going down any further than where I am. Unless I was trying to go for a deep dark, but even then I'd have to like know where it is before I can even do anything. Okay, well, whatever the amount, I'm gonna be one short or one long. There we go. That was 4 long. I thought I miscounted. I thought I had an odd number. I guess I didn't. So let me straighten this out a little bit. I'll place that there. That. And then doof. And then boop. There we go. Inventory sorted. Let's dig out another stretch here. Okay. Man. I'm trying to think of like, I don't know, something. Just something in general. Which, I mean, that's something I don't really care for, is like, when you get to these points where it's like, when you're like, whether you're like for content or just with like people in general, where it's like you get to the point where it's like you're saying something, but then, or you like have the thought like cooked up in your little brain, and then like you go to say it and then it's just not there. Or it's like you can only remember half of it. Or it'll be like you play out the conversation in your head, and it's like, and you know where the conversation ends, but you can't, you remember where the conversation starts and kind of how it ends, but you can't remember like the steps you took to get to the ending. Kind of like if you were like read like the first chapter of the book and then the last chapter of the book, and maybe you read like a chapter or two in the middle of it and just kind of assumed everything else. I kind of wonder, I might do that with a book at some point. Read like the first chapter, read the last, read like the prologue in the first chapter or something. Read the epilogue in the last chapter, and then like just read 1 or 2 chapters in the middle of it. Get one of those big books that are like 50 or 60 chapters, and then read like, and just read like 1 or 2 chapters in the middle, and just see if I can figure out And then just based off that, just see if I can figure out what happens in the story. And then, like, go through and have, like, and then look up, like, the summary of the book or something, or maybe have, like a synopsis of the story or whatever, just to see how accurate I was. I don't know. I feel like that might be an interesting video idea. I don't know if it'd be good for this channel, since, you know, the channel's called Constant Gamer. Unless the book had something to do with gaming. Maybe it'd be like the infamous comic books or something. I don't know. Well, those I know how they end because I played the games, because they're like a prequel. So never mind, but I don't know. I'd find something to do for that sort of thing. Maybe that'd be something I'd do on the Storyteller channel, if I can ever remember the password to get back into that account. I think I have it wrote down somewhere, but I could be wrong. I'm not very good when it comes to password management. It's like I feel like when I was a kid, I pretty much made everything that I ever did under the same password, but it's like now as an adult, it'll be like, it'll either be a variation of like whatever the original password was. It's either a variation of that, or it'll be like the most outlandish, like has nothing to do with anything like password, and so I just never remember them. Yeah, like that'd be super cool, because it'd be the fact of it, I don't know, it would go to show like almost like a cross between like oh dope, I'm like smart enough that I figured it out, but at the same time it's like, oh man, the story was predictable enough that I figured it out. Like it's like a double-edged sword kind of thing, you know? But I'd be totally down for that. Maybe I'll write that down somewhere and then forget about it. And then find it one day and be like, oh man, that's a great video idea. And then forget about it again. And just never do it. But so 50-50 it'd be done at some point. But I don't know. I feel like I have that more than anything else. Like I feel like I come up with, oh, I went too far again. But I feel like I come up with video ideas and like stuff to do. I feel like I do that more than I actually like make anything. Hello, little wisp friend. I'm surprised you're the only one that spawned down here. Figured at least one of the others would, but I guess you're the only one. Almost called you the sole survivor, but I mean, it's not like I went and killed a bunch of you, so I guess you didn't survive. So well, you did, but I don't know. You're something. You're a real piece of work, you know that, buddy. You're a real piece of work. Ooh, goiled. A lot of gold, honestly. It's a bigger gold vein than I thought it was. I figured only one or two pieces like the diamonds have been so far. There we go.
Think about it right now. Everything's okay. No matter where you find yourself.
Okay. So 24 is the number we're on. 23, 20. Wait, did I say 24? I meant 22. 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. You know, how about instead of counting, I just do that? That'd probably be a better decision, I guess. Save me the problems of counting, as well as, like, then I can, like, talk about other garbage and rattle on about something for, like, another half hour. Which, see, that's another problem. Now I'm thinking about like rattling on, right? That's a problem I had as well when I first started, especially towards streaming. Like it felt like I went into streams way back when with like essentially one conversation topic, and it was like, okay, well, I gotta make this conversation last as long as possible. Even when the conversation ends, I have to like bring it back somehow and get back into this conversation. Like I kind of didn't know how to go and like I didn't know how to like make conversation, right? It was like I have this one conversation. This is all I'm going to talk about. And if I stop saying stuff, I gotta like start making like filler sounds or some shit. Like I gotta fill the space with something. Which I feel like partially that is the reason why I still try to do like people if I can. Which I never can because all my friends are always busy all the time with their lives and whatever. With their like grown adult lives. How could they? But like if it's not for that, I just kind of feel like I get stuck at these points where it's like I want to say something, but there's nothing to say. And I don't want to just sit and do nothing, right? Like I want to make sure that I'm providing a good enough commentary for anything, right? Whether it has to pertain to the game or not. Like I feel like I want to put myself in a good position, and then it's just I just don't because I forget. I feel like I've gotten better at it now. Because, of course, like, I don't want to say camera shyness because I never really was camera shy. I was just kind of awkward. Because, like, I knew, like, oh, man, I want to do YouTube. You know, this is the kind of content I'm going to do. I know this is what this content is going to require. You know, and then it was like I knew what I was getting into coming into it. And then what it became was the idea of making sure that I could maintain conversation. Like, I feel like that's the hardest part. Because, like, you know, I could talk to my friends or talk to myself all damn day, no problems, right? But it's like, but of course that's, you know, talking to yourself and talking to your friends. Like, you know things you can and can't say. You know how people will react to certain things, you know, like, so you know, like, okay, well, like, since we talked about this one time, I can probably talk about this, and they'd, like, you know, be interested in it. But it's like, with streaming and, like, content creation in general, you can't necessarily do that. I mean, I guess you could, technically, like, if the people that if your, like, audience is, like, exact replicas of you, I guess you could still do that. But, like, you know, it's a thing of, like, you're working with a lot more than what you had. So you're working less. So it becomes less about, oh, man, what conversations would I have with myself? What conversations would I have with my friends? It's the kind of, it becomes a thing of, like, what would be stuff that sounds interesting to talk about with people? And then going from there. Like, it's almost like learning to be, I wouldn't say I'm necessarily I think introvert is the one where you don't talk to people or whatever. Like, you keep to yourself. I wouldn't say that I'm that. But I feel like it felt like an introvert learning to be an extrovert would, like, the difficulty, I would say, would be similar to that. Of, I went further again. I keep getting wrapped up in conversation, and I keep going past where I need to be. But it wraps up. I'm just going to go ahead and connect these ends. But I feel like that is what it felt like when it came to, like, a difficulty curve of like, learning to be, like, fluid with conversation and learning to be able to, like, I guess, create conversation out of thin air like a magician, you know, when it came to, like, videos and streams and stuff. Which, I mean, a lot of people, when they come and, like, into, like, the space, and they're like, oh man, like like, what do I even talk about? Like, what do I do? I don't know where to begin. It's the thing of like, dude, all you gotta do is just hit record and start yapping. Do that, and eventually, like, you know, you'll figure out how to do it on your own. Like your brain will learn the way it needs to be for that. So it's like, you know, just hit record and start yapping. That's the best advice I can give when it comes to like how to portray yourself, I guess. But woo, sody pop. Hell yeah, late night gaming with a Mountain Dew Code Red. I forgot to make another pickaxe. But it hits them early 2005 vibes. I kind of want to put on like a lo-fi texture pack for this, but maybe I'll do that. I was going to say for the next stream, but I don't know. Maybe I'll do that here in a minute. There it is. I was trying to find where my ingots went. I might need 2 pickaxes again. I just don't want to waste all my iron because I've been like blowing through it doing this. Which I guess, you know, it's kind of the way things go, but since the whole point is me, you know, getting all these tiles and stuff for the sake of, you know, having them. So I mean, this was bound to happen. Like, I can't be shocked and surprised that the thing I was working towards happened. That'd be like committing a crime and then just like being like, oh man, I can't believe I got arrested. Like, what are you, a fucking moron? Like, what'd you expect? Which, I mean, if you commit a crime, I guess depending on the crime and depending on the circumstances, you probably are a moron, so I wouldn't be surprised. You know, it's like... It's like, man, if only you would have just, like, not drove your SUV through the door of the JCPenney, you know, you wouldn't be in this mess. It's like... Just because they, like, marked like a price, like $1 higher on your receipt. It's like, dog, it's a little bit of overkill, but... Like, I understand, but, like, not the way to handle that, bud. Oh, see, this looks nice so far. I wanted to add stone brick, or no, but yeah, stone bricks and basalt to add some texture to this floor. So it's not just these. But I think for right now, though, like specifically for right now and nothing else, I am digging this floor. You know what? I'm wasting resources. These, I should make this whole outer wall cobblestone. Because this is the outer wall. So I should make that cobblestone instead of wasting these on it. I'm going to do that so I have more of these. Actually, you know what? Screw it. I've already committed to the bid. I might as well just keep them. I'd go through more effort trying to take them back up. Might as well keep them. Never mind. Scrap that. Doing exactly what I was going to do anyways. I wonder if there is like a lo-fi texture pack. Now I'm thinking about it. Like, I guess that texture pack wouldn't necessarily be called like lo-fi, you know, but I mean, maybe there's like some kind of, I don't know, like it'd probably sound like a damn deodorant. It'd probably be like Cherry Blossom Dream or something like that. Like, it'd probably sound like something you'd buy for like a body wash. And then you got the men's version of the Lo-Fi texture pack. Amazing Sharknado, Tornado, Firestorm, Ninja, U.S. Marine on the back of a flaming helicopter. That'd be the name of the texture pack. Dude, honestly, if people made a texture pack and named it after like how dude body washes always have like dumbass scents that don't make any sense and they just show pictures of shit. Like what's a good example of that? Like literally Old Spice is the fucking best example of this. Like their scent Kraken Guard. Am I supposed to smell like a squid? Like, what the fuck does that mean? Like, what is that? What does a Kraken Guard smell like? Like, the Kraken's not even real from what I'm aware. I mean, the Kraken's just like it's like a giant squid. Like, it's like, it's like a kaiju level giant squid. So it's like, what the fuck what does a Kraken even smell like? And what would the guard of a Kraken smell like? Probably like seafood. Like, but yet, like, the scents, like, probably, like, I think it's, like, lavender and almond butter or something. It's like, what the hell does any of this have to do with that name? Like, I'm just utterly confused. And then you got, like, bear glove. Does it smell like a bear hand? What does that mean? What is a bear glove? Is it, like, a cross between, like, a bear hug and then, like, oh, it fits like a glove? But even so, both of those things don't make sense as scents. Honestly, like, and then you go to like the girls section, right? And it's like, oh man, it's like shea butter and coconut oil because that's practically all that's in it. It's like, well, why can't we just name men's scents that? I guess it wouldn't sound manly to put on lavender body wash. It smells like lavender and cloves. Let's call it like unicorn like anus kisses or something, and slap a fucking like the robot unicorn on it from that one Adult Swim game, and then have it shooting lasers out its eyes. People will buy this, and then they do. Marketing's a crazy tool, man. It really is. Like, and then you got ones that are like labeled after like things that actually exist, or like scents that actually exist, but then you smell them and they don't smell nothing like it. Like, I seen this, I was at work, and I work at a fucking home improvement store, so this makes zero sense to why this is there, but like why this product is there. But I work at a home improvement store, and we have like soap and like beard care stuff there. Makes no sense for it to be there. Still don't know why we even have it. But, and it was in the scent, and there was like soaps and stuff there too. And one of the soaps was like, I think it was called Gunsmoke. And like it literally basically said on the package, like, oh, it makes you smell like an 18th century cowboy. You know, it's pretty much what the soap, or what the soap was getting at as like the smell. So you expect it to smell like Gunsmoke, like gunpowder, you know, gunpowder, and you know, maybe like lead, a little bit of brass in there, you know, like you'd expect it to smell like a bullet essentially. And then you smell it, and it didn't smell anything like that. It smelled like tree bark and cedar or something like that. I was like, this isn't nowhere near what I thought it was gonna be. Like, it was weird. Yeah. But, like, wasn't the Kraken supposed to be, like overly sized even for a giant squid? Like, wasn't that the whole bit? Is that, like, it was, like, an oversized squid? Like, imagine, like, an oversized squid and it was, like, double that. Or something like that. Like, wasn't that the bit with it? I have no idea. I don't read up on my Kraken lore. I should, so I can become a pirate one day. But my lifelong goal of becoming a pirate Those are my only two careers, guys. It's either I become a successful YouTuber or a pirate. You choose. I can only be one or the other. I have no other career options. I'd actually go crazy. Like, could you imagine a YouTuber saying that and, like, being legitimate about it? I mean, I kind of am, but, like, because being a pirate would be badass, but who wouldn't want to be a pirate? Oh, shit, redstone? I think that's the first time I've seen that since I've started this world, to be honest. Should probably place a torch. But, like, yeah, I just don't understand why it was called Gunsmoke if it didn't smell like gun smoke. I was very disappointed. Like, then they had one that was supposed to be like, oh, it smells like bourbon whiskey and other stuff, but, like, then it just, you know, didn't. It's like, come on, that is just as realistic as a thing to make a scent out of as Gunsmoke, and neither one of them two smelled like the one thing they were advertising they smelled like. And with the giant squid thing, yeah, like, honestly, you know what, screw it. I'm just gonna genetically engineer a squid to be like 900 feet long and just drop in the ocean somewhere. See, actually, if I did that to any creature, I'd do it to a shark. Well, oh, well, yeah, sharks don't have bones. Yeah, see, okay. Here's the thing. I'm mad about this very topic, right? People say that sharks don't have bones. But that's incorrect. Because if sharks don't have bones, how the hell are you getting people that have these, like, shark jaws on their mouth, you know, that are filled with shark teeth, which those things are bones? But yet sharks don't have bones? Like, what? Like, it doesn't make sense. If sharks don't have bones, how the hell are literal shark bones a thing? Like, shark, like, mouth bones and stuff. Like, you know what I'm talking about, where they'll have it like a restaurant or, like, a marine biologist area or something. They got, like, the shark mouth, and it's, like, full of teeth. Because it's like, teeth are bones. The jaw it's connected to, that's bone. But yet sharks don't have bones, apparently. It doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to think. There was another thing that was like that was stupid as hell, too. But anyway, what I was getting at, before I interrupted myself with the whole shark bit, is the fact that, like, I would do that, but, like, with a creature that, like, has bones. So then, like, most likely it'd die in the process of, like, creating it and causing it to be that massive. So then I would just drop the bones somewhere in the ocean, right? And make sure it's in a position where I know divers would probably go and find it. But, like, they wouldn't want to disturb it because of, like, where... Like it's in a spot where, like, divers could see it and take pictures of it. But they couldn't take it anywhere because of, like, where it was at, you know? So they'd have to leave it where it was. And so they would give it time to age underwater and all sorts of stuff. And drop it there and then, like, start some bullshit rumor about, like, oh, man, Garveloch, the lost ancient one, you know. They said he was found off the sea in this direction, you know. Yeah, because, like, the thing is, like... Because, like... It's bone. I don't care. I'm dying on that hill. It's bone. Sharks have bones. Nobody can tell me otherwise. I think all marine biologists are just stupid and I'm right. Sharks have bones. Yeah. And oh my god. Well, I might as well eat anyways. Keep my hunger up. Oh, wow. Alright. I guess the monster knew what was up. He was like, alright, homie, I'll let you do what you're doing. You go ahead and get to those mines, Tiger. Alright, do that. Go ahead and... I honestly didn't get as much deep slate that time. I'm kind of lacking. I'm lacking and slacking. I'm the slackness monster. That was a shitty joke. I take that one back. Alright, so there's that. Boop, 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 boop. Ah, damn it. Alright, let me line this wall. Hell yeah. Okay, so let's throw those down here. I hope, I imagine I definitely have enough to finish this job. Especially because once I add the other blocks to like detail this floor a bit, it's gonna like look so much nicer. I am actually 4 short. That is crazy. I'm so close to what I wanted, but that didn't look bad though. I guess I can leave that empty for, well... Okay, here, I'll do something that's gonna be irritating, but at the same time, because this is a border block anyways, so there's gonna be stuff on top of this, so you're not even gonna see that anyway. But you could argue if that's the case, like, then why even have the border even be these, but... It's a stylistic choice. But... let's see here. Alright, so... let's see. Actually, I'll take my shield off. I'm not using it right now. If I can get on it... there we go. Okay, so... what do I want for a sidewalk? I'm trying to think of what block would look good. I kind of want to go with, like, stone... I wish I had stone bricks, but darker. Like, not necessarily this, but, like, kind of, you know? I mean, I guess I could just do blacks, or not blackstone. I keep calling it blackstone, but it's deep slate. To me, they're like the same exact block. But I guess I could just get deep slate bricks, which I think are like one step before the tiles there, and just do that. Do deep slate tiles for the, do deep slate tiles for the walls, and then I'll have to probably venture to go get sand, because I don't think there's any nearby anywhere. But I can go get sand And then from the sand, I can... From the sand, I can get a lot of glass and stuff. I was gonna, like, well... No, actually, no, never mind. I was gonna open this up, but I'm just gonna leave it the way it is. It's fine the way it is. I guess I could just go backwards with it. Just go this way for a while. Because I need... I should have measured to see how big it was, like the whole build. So I could have done like some quick math and been like, okay, well if that's that case, then I can be like, oh, I need this many, you know, but I could arguably go up there and do exactly that. Like right now, I could go up there and do that. I'm not going to, but I could do that like right now, but I'm just not going to. Also, this was a big vein. Anymore? I mean, there probably is, because a lot of YouTubers will do this sort of shit. And they'll, like, mine out around it, and they're like, oh, man, is there going to be more diamonds nearby? And then, like, 99% of the time, there never is. Because it's something like you have to... I don't remember the exact specifics. I think it's something like you have to do it in, like, a 3x3 of, like... based on, like, where each diamond is or something like that. I don't know. I never do that method. I just do exactly what I did just then. I just block up the hole and continue on. If I need more diamonds, I'll find them later. Like, diamonds aren't crazy special. I mean, they are if it's your first time playing Minecraft, but, like, when you've been playing for long enough, they stop being as special as they once were. I wish all this tough shit would get out of my way. Hate that this stuff can't be broke with a pickaxe or a shovel. I don't know. This block to me just feels like a shovelable block. Like, it feels almost like a clay or like a... or sediment or something. I don't know. It feels like something I should be able to shovel. It doesn't feel right as a pickaxeable block. Every time I've done it, I've never found more diamonds. I've never found more diamonds doing it, so I just don't. I'm fine with the method, because, I mean, if it works, it works, but it's like, it's never worked for me, so I just never do it. I'm kind of glad there wasn't no more of those, you know. I really didn't want to deal with that. Let me move these over. Just gonna go till my pickaxe breaks, and then I gotta hope I have enough. I hope to actually get in like an odd number, so then I can combine it with the 3 that are in my chest up top, and hopefully get an extra brick out of it, you know. Plus, save me 1 inventory space in my chest. Okay, I am out of torches, so that's fun. Here, you know what? Can I put torches in my offhand now, or is that still not a thing in this? It's still not a thing. That's awesome. Gotta love that. Okay, so... 51, 52, 53, 54, 55... I guess I could just place this like right here to kind of keep that gap as small as possible. 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, 62, and then I have the 3 up top, which that'd put me at another stack and then 1 extra. Okay, so like, it could have gone worse. I did that in one world with a friend, and like, we literally just called it the hole, and it was just a massive, I don't think it was 64 by 64, but it was like, it was a decent sized hole. And like, we dug straight down to bedrock, and like, the thing looked like a labyrinth the way it was set up. Like, it was set up so poorly, because we mined it a certain way, and then whenever we did, we'd be like, I think we like, it started out as kind of like a spiral staircase. Like, it would be like, oh, that block would be the step, and then you'd break all the ones around it, and then the next one's a step. And I think it started like that, and then it would be like, there would be these massive platforms where we like start strip mining in that area to get resources, and then we'd like go out of those areas, and we'd be in those areas, and then we'd do like another staircase or something like that in those areas. And it like got to the point where it was so like dug out and everything, and all like weird, that like, I can't even describe it. It was so like goofy looking. It looked, I don't even know. It looked like a mess. Like, there was a decent straight way down, so like you could kind of tell where to go to like get things done, but you like, at like first glance, you wouldn't be able to figure it out. It was like, what the hell? But I don't think any of us have access to that world anymore. That kind of sucks, because we used to play on that world when I was in high school. So it's an old school world for us. Make the dirt chest. There we go. And then I can throw all this and this. I actually do need, well, I don't need those 3. Or that 1 or whatever. I can put that back. Kind of trying to fix this up, make it a little nicer looking. Still looks like garbage, but I mean, like, it looks slightly nicer than it did. Oh, wow, exactly 5 coal. Epic. Oh, it's nighttime. I forgot about that part. I completely spaced. Now I need to take those. And there we go. Deep slate bricks. 2 whole stacks. Do I have a piece of string? I do. Now, technically, I never need a torch again. Am I still going to wear a torch? Of course. But I don't need one now, because now I have a mining helmet. Okay, so these are doors. This is going to be a double door setup, so it'd be like... And then, you know, all these stretching all the way around. This might almost be enough to just make one complete pass around. If it's not going to be enough, it's going to be pretty damn close. It's like make a complete circle around. It might be exactly enough, to be honest. Oh, I was so close. There we go. Got one layer of it down. Then these cobblestones, they mark the pillars, but they'll probably be replaced with, like, maybe quartz block. I seen tuft, even though I don't like, or tough, even though I don't like it. The blocks that you can make from it look nice. Like the chiseled blocks and stuff. Oh, I didn't mean to make those stairs. That was a waste. Like, you can make polished tuff, or not polished tuff, chiseled puff somehow. Or tuft. Dude, I cannot speak. I feel like I'm having a brain aneurysm. But I did it wrong and I fucked it up, but you can make stuff with it that looks nice. Maybe I'll try andesite for, like, detailing reasons. I don't know. I'll have to redo the idea I was doing. Oh, man. Oh, of course, make it, like, polished or something. I'm not going to use the raw stuff for that. No way. What I do need, though, is to get more blackstone. It's not blackstone, dog. I need to get more of that stuff that isn't blackstone that I keep calling blackstone. Need more of that. I'm honestly, if I can find some glass, I'm setting up a water elevator. I'm so sick of going down these stairs. Plus, then I can block all that up, and then I don't gotta worry about anything. I think I might try one of these caves for a minute. I don't need to. I feel like I just kind of want to. I mean, we've damn near almost completed the goal of the stream, so... Oh, wow, there's iron over here. Decent vein of it, too. But we've almost completed the stream goal for today, which is just, you know, placing that floor and then finishing the walls. And then doing up the walls a little bit. So, I mean, we've almost finished that part. Is that cold down there? It's cold down there. I like this area. Little pond. It's like a little hot spring. Maybe I'll get some magma blocks. Oh, that'd be cool. I can get some magma blocks to put on the underside of this. You know? And like fix... Maybe fix... No, I kind of like it sort of hovering. It looks cool that way. Maybe I'll add some like wood as like a brace essentially, but still keeping this like hollowed out look. And I'll turn it in like a hot spring. That'd be nice. Maybe add like a little like hot spring building, like right, like kind of dig out this section a tiny bit, put a little building there, like where you'd go and like, you know, get changed and showered after the hot spring and stuff. I don't know, I got a lot of big plans for this world. I feel like a lot of the stuff I want to do though is like, it's the kind of stuff where I would do it in a creative world and then basically just try to copy over to this world. Using like, okay, I've taken multiple screenshots from multiple angles of the creative world where I did the thing, and now I'll just do it again in this world. Like that's probably what I'd end up doing. I tried to jump, the game didn't let me. Our house is gonna be so cool. It's gonna stand out and look so pretty. Maybe if I really feel like it, I'll build an entire city around it. That'd kind of be like for future streams, you know. And then maybe I'll change it from that. Instead of putting your name on the wall when you sub, maybe it'll be like, if you subscribe, you get your name, like you get your own house within the world. That'd be cool. I'd actually probably do that instead. I might change it to say that. Be like, if you subscribe, you get your name on the, you get your own home within my world. Kind of debating whether or not I want to go back down there to get more of this, like more of the stuff for the bricks, or if I want to go do something else. But I don't know what I would do besides work on the house, really. Could go mess with the villagers and probably perish, but because they probably have nothing, to be honest. Probably the only good thing they have is the goat horn or whatever the hell. It's probably like the only good thing they got going for them. Oh, I don't know what to do. I might just go get more stuff, you know? How long have we been going? Okay, we've been going for about 2 hours around about. So I'd say we can take a little 5-minute breather or so. Take a little break. Alright. So yeah, we'll do that real quick. I wanna add, I feel like I want to add something to the be right back thing, right? Actually, hold on. Let me go ahead and save an exit so I don't got to worry about like nighttime or anything like that. Like, I feel like there's something missing from here. There's not, but like, I feel like there is. Maybe I will add something. I don't know what I would add, but maybe I'll add something. Well, there's a couple things I could add. I'm not going to add them just yet, but... Subscription. No. Here's what I'll... Yeah, actually, you know what? I'll just drop the sub goal onto this screen as well. Why not? The one thing I don't like about the sub goal, though, is, as you can see with stream, is that the way this is set up, the sub goal, hold on, let me just, I want to make it bigger. I don't think that interferes with that, does it? No, okay. But what I dislike about it is the way it looks right now. I've changed that in Streamlabs, and it refuses to change from the way it looks now. Anyway, I'll probably figure it out later. But anyway, time to actually take our break, like I said it was. So. All right. We are back. I was gonna say it should have been in like a 5-minute break, but I don't think it was. But it's whatever. We're not here specifically for the break. The break isn't all what we're here about, you know? We're here to play some Minecraft. Like, that is the goal, is to play some Minecraft. Some crafty mind game. That game with the crafts and such. Yeah, I'll probably put on a different texture pack in the next stream. Just because I like this texture pack, but I don't know. I feel like I'll find one that I vibe with a bit better than this one. Actually, hold on. I'm gonna set something with the sub goal. I don't know if I can change it or not. I want to set it so that the background is a bit. Well, then again, it won't even let me change nothing about it anyways, which is the only problem I have. But I even have it set to like a completely different font and everything, and it just refuses to change from what it is. Yeah, I literally just changed the font there, and yeah, it didn't change. That's crazy. I love that. That's so cool. I do like that it's kind of opaque, you know, compared to the background, but I would like it if, like, when I'm looking at a bit like this, right, where it's like you can barely see the numbers on the, like, left side of it. I wish I could at least put, like, a small, like, kind of, maybe, like, 20 opacity thing behind it to like make the numbers stand out more so you can see them better. I at least wish I could put that. Is the sun going down? It is going down, so I don't want to venture too far. This doesn't look too bad, right? Like, it doesn't look terrible. Actually, I might go up there and like look down at it. I'll do that real fast. So let's get up here. I'm trying to do this as quickly as possible for like monsters and shit, because I don't want to have to deal with none of that. Maybe I'll add an add-on that allows me to have a missile launcher, and I'll just like straight up blast that building. I forgot there was a savanna over there. Actually, I'll just go on top of this cherry tree right here. See, that doesn't look terrible. That takes up a lot of space. I look at it from here, but like, it's a good overlay to be able to see like the whole world, right? Like if I took a screenshot of like that or something, like maybe angled myself on like that pillager tower and like looked at everything, I'd have like pretty much all the important stuff in view to make like a really nice screenshot out of that. If I could get PC shaders on here, like the really cool ones that make like, you know, like have all the sun, like the sun shining through the trees and all that. If they had those on console Minecraft, this would be the most beautiful looking world imaginable. And what's crazy, given the games the PS5 can run, you're telling me Minecraft couldn't get a shader to work on here? Like an actual proper shader, not just a texture pack that says it's a shader? You know? Like, I feel like we're being robbed. Just doesn't feel right. But yeah. Okay, making sure that creeper wasn't right where I thought he was. Okay. A lot of creepers out. Ooh, almost messed that up because I turned my camera too far to the side. There we go. Yeah, there's been a lot of creepers. Not sure why, but they've really been at it. Anything? Ooh, there's lava down there. I'm gonna go make a bucket. So then we can go ahead and at least get set up to where we can make a lava generator. Which I probably won't do the lava generator. Well, I might go ahead and set it up. Why not? I'll make like a cauldron and everything. Damn, I feel like this game just got super bright out of nowhere. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 for the cauldron, 3 for the bucket. Bucket. That is not a cauldron. How much iron do you need for a cauldron? Why am I not allowed to make a cauldron? There's a minecart. Bucket. Hopper. It's... What? Am I gonna have to manually build it? Why is it not... Am I too stupid? Did I not learn the recipe? What the hell? I literally have it set so it shows the craftable things. Like, specifically the craftable things. Alright. Whatever, I guess. Apparently, I don't know what the hell a cauldron is. Like I said, I didn't go to school for that one. I didn't figure it out. Like, I don't know what the hell. That was weird. Like, there's literally no reason for it not to show me how to make it. I'll actually just build this on the side of my house. I'll probably actually save time that way. Oh, wait. Boof, 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 boof. I'm kind of screwing it up. Because it'd be the drip drop here, that'd be bottom block. That means bottom block goes there, which means that, and then there. Okay, that's how I wanted it. There we go, and then boof, boof, just for a moment. Just so I can A, put that block there, but B, so I can put the lava on it here in a second. At least that water leads back up here, so I don't gotta worry too much about that. Just in case, you know. Oh hell, I didn't even need to come down here. Wasting time. Also, this cave is devoid of monsters. I'm kind of surprised about that. It's like nobody down here. I at least expected one person. When I say person, I mean like creature, you know? I expected at least one. There's a bat. Well, I guess that's the one creature. I asked for one and I got exactly one. Like, alright, you know, ye ask and ye shall receive, you know? And I did. I didn't receive what I expected, which I guess is a good thing, because I kind of didn't want to deal with monsters, so I'm fine with that, but, like, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't get jumped. So normally I get jumped at every turn. Maybe in the next stream I'll copy this I'll get this world created, like a cross-platform version or something, and then like set it up on the PC and put all the fancy textures and stuff. And it'll look real pretty. And then the stream will run like dog aids because because the world will look pretty, but then the stream will lag like a motherfucker because of all the intense textures. Okay, I'm gonna go chop some wood just to get rid of this wooden axe because it's starting to make me angry. Just because there's no reason for me to still have a wooden tool at this point. Chop down some of these little straggler trees. Today was a good day. I still keep thinking that that's virtual insanity that's playing. I know it's not, but I keep thinking it is because from what I remember about that song, the intro is almost exactly the same. I hope the YouTube copyright bot doesn't pick it up as it, because otherwise there's maybe like a bunch of like 5 or 10 second clips throughout this entire stream. I'll have to mute whenever it goes live as a VOD. Could make a VODs channel. Which, I mean, this channel kind of already has the VODs built onto it, like as a part of the channel. But I mean, like, I could just make a separate channel specifically for VODs. And then do a thing where it's like, every time the stream finishes, I set the VOD to like private or something, download it, and then do that. Or I could just use the built-in software of not OBS, of Streamlabs, and just record it while I stream it, and then just re-upload that video later. So it can tank my internet. Yeah, I think I might buy Streamlabs Ultra so I can multi-stream to like Twitch and YouTube, as well as like TikTok and all them. Like, just stream to everything. Fuck it. If I can stream on it, I will. Except for Kick. I don't want to be associated with that app whatsoever. I don't care how much money they would ever offer me, even though they have no reason to offer me any money at all. Like, nah. I would never, like, let myself be a part of that app. I don't know. I feel like that's just where the degenerates go.
Think about it right now. Everything's okay.
I mean, I'm a degenerate for a completely different reason, you know?
No matter what kind of stuff is going
For
on,
anime reasons, but, like, you know, not like...
at all, everything's actually all right.
I'm not the same kind of degenerate as them. I'm a different kind. You won't drag our degenerate name in the mud. You know what? Just because, A, I'm bored, and by that, I mean, I just don't feel like grinding for more materials, but I also, like, can't think of anything else to do besides that. And also because we made decent progress with the floor, our big hole down below, and because I want to do some, like, off-stream planning for stuff relating to the build, as well as just general setup with the stream. Because I like the way the stream is set up, but at the same time, there's certain things I would like to tweak, and it'd just be easier to do off stream. I'm gonna probably go ahead and just stop the stream here. I'd say this was a relatively, you know, successful stream, in my opinion. But I don't know why I tried to sleep. But yeah, so I think I'm probably gonna end the stream here, and we can end it by watching the sunset together. But thank you guys so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Later.